The Marvel Universe may be filled with superheroes and sidekicks of every variety, but there's one that truly exemplifies what it means to be a Marvel superhero: Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. Today at CBR, we're diving into what makes The Thing the best superhero of them all. Ben Grimm's story begins just as the three other members of the Fantastic Fours began, with an ill-fated trip aboard a spaceship. What was meant to be a calculated and safe venture into space turned into one of the most transformative moments in the crew's entire lives. When cosmic rays suddenly bombarded the ship, the crew found themselves crashing back to Earth. Emerging from the ship with no real injuries, the crew was astounded to discover that each of them had been imbued with a fantastic power due to the cosmic rays. The leader of the crew, Reed Richards, found that he could stretch his body in any way imaginable. Sue Storm, Reed's love interest and sister to Johnny Storm, discovered that she could turn completely invisible. Johnny Storm, Sue's younger brother, learned that he could set himself completely ablaze and fly through the air. And Ben Grimm, to his utter horror, realized that his entire body was turned into massive orange rock. Dubbing themselves the Fantastic Four, the four spacefarers henceforth dedicated their lives to using their new powers to fight the forces of evil wherever it may be. For Reed, Sue, and Johnny, their powers were wondrous gifts that gave them incredible powers. In many ways, their powers made their lives infinitely better. Johnny even became so popular that he had his own dedicated fan club. But most importantly, for the three members of the Fantastic Four, their powers could be hidden if desired. For Ben Grimm, however, there was no such luck, no way for him to hide what he had become. And it is in this wondrous dichotomy of godlike strength and monstrous visage that the Thing shines as Marvel's greatest superhero.
Sorry about the truck, pal.
If there's anything that defines the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing, it's his immense super strength and durability. For the Thing, hurling cars, punching holes through solid metal, and withstanding bomb-like impacts are all in a day's work. The Thing is one of the strongest heroes on Earth, but he doesn't rank in the highest echelons of power. Thor, the Hulk, Gladiator, and Hercules all punch far above the Thing's weight class and can take more severe beatings than he can too. But it is exactly this limitation that sets the Thing apart from the stronger heroes. The Thing knows he has limits. He knows there are forces out there that can pulverize him in an instant. He knows, well and good, that he isn't the final word on raw strength and invulnerability. But what the Thing lacks in extreme power, he more than makes up for in sheer will. In one of the most famous moments in Marvel history, 1982's Marvel 2-in-1 number 7 showcased how the Thing put on a pair of boxing gloves and stepped up to the universe's most powerful being. When even Thor, the Hulk, Sasquatch, Colossus, and Wonder Man are all defeated or disqualified from their bouts against the champion, the fate of the world comes down to the Thing. The Thing is sorely outmatched and takes one of the worst beatings of his life, but no matter how badly he's put down, he absolutely refuses to give up. The champion becomes more and more impressed by the Thing's tenacity as he's reduced to crawling on his hands and knees to try and keep the fight going. The Thing may not be the heaviest hitter in the world, but no one can match his undying loyalty, his family, his friends, and the pursuit of always doing the right thing. For those that may not know him well, the Thing may seem like a rough and tough bruiser, nothing more than a gruff meathead with a thick New York accent and a bad attitude. But beneath that thick orange rock is one of the warmest, most compassionate, and most caring individuals to walk the earth. He may not be as intelligent as Reed Richards, he may not be as socially popular as Johnny Storm, but the Thing is a loving friend, a doting uncle, and a hero to anyone who needs him. This may seem like the bare minimum to even be considered to be a superhero, but as the Thing is always wrestling with his massive rocky form, he's often found himself lost in the depths of depression and despair. In one of the most iconic Fantastic Four stories ever written, 1966's Fantastic Four number 51, this man, this monster, frames the Thing's virtues as a friend, as a man and as a person around a case of stolen identity. When a man renders the Thing unconscious, he turns himself into the Thing, which makes Ben Grimm revert back to his original self. Ben Grimm is elated at his transformation and rushes to propose to his girlfriend, Alicia Masters. But at the exact moment that Alicia opens the door, Ben reverts back to being the Thing, the plot concerning his imposter having come to an end. The Thing rushes away from Alicia and returns home to the Baxter building, where he becomes lost in his sadness over never being able to live the life he so desperately wants.
Look at me!
I am looking! That's why I can't make a mistake!
For the Thing, his powers are a curse. Even though he's saved the lives of countless people, deep down, the Thing simply wishes to live a happy life himself. What makes the Thing such a compelling character isn't his superpowers. As has been proven quite definitively, there are far stronger beings in the universe. What makes the Thing such a fantastic character is how he continues to be the very best hero, the very best person he can, despite his limitations. The Thing was thrust into a situation against his will and has been a major point of contention between him and the rest of the Fantastic Four over the years. His hair-trigger temper has often flared over the injustice of his predicament. But when the cards are down, the Thing will always step up and put others before himself. In one of the greatest images of the Thing put to print in 2004's Four Number 1, the Thing becomes a construction worker when the Fantastic Four fall on hard times. Despite being chewed out by his boss and having a pretty terrible start to his day, the Thing instantly rushes forward and stands over a man when a piece of the construction site falls down towards him. That image of the Thing holding thousands of pounds over his head to protect a man he doesn't know, with the words 100% hero right next to him, is quintessential Marvel superhero.
I just wanted to give him a hug.
At the end of the day, Ben Grimm is an everyman. He's the guy you bump into at the corner store or bodega and catch up with over a buttered roll and coffee. He's the guy you play poker with on a Friday night, a cold beer sweating on the table in front of him. He's most definitely the guy who gets a little too into the sports game at the bar and tosses out some choice language. But he's also the man that brought Rogue to tears instantly when she absorbed his powers in 1986's Fantastic Four versus the X-Men. He's the man that has fought to protect his family time and time again, and was the man that mourned them bitterly after the events of Secret Wars. The Thing is coarse, sure, but he's also the incarnation of bravery and tireless will. And to be completely honest, few characters in the Marvel Universe have personality that can match that of Aunt Petunia's favorite nephew. The Thing is both blessed and cursed by his powers and is forever chained to a life he never asked for. But rather than turning his pain to a path of anger, he focuses his efforts on making the world a better place. What are your thoughts on The Thing? Who do you think Marvel's best hero is? Comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching CBR.